So I'm just gonna share with you kind of like the struggle that I went through as a teen. I can remember it like it was just yesterday. All right, my whole life in a nutshell. Just kidding. But anyway. Okay, so growing up, I wasn't very secure with myself. I've said some of the meanest things to myself in the mirror, or just looking at pictures, things that if somebody else were to say it to me would make me want to cry my eyes out and like go hide in a closet or something. For those who don't know, who are like new subscribers or just don't know because you don't follow every single video that I make, I am Mexican American. My parents are Mexican. I was born here. I grew up in a very typical Mexican household, one that was very traditional and one that was Americanized more. I know that like a lot of you, if you were to see me, wouldn't even think that I was Mexican. People made me feel like I wasn't Mexican enough. It wasn't just friends, it was family members too. It was like I was called like the milkman's daughter, and my brother, he was little then, he used to call me white girl and he'd like tease me and stuff like that. So by the time that I was in high school, I absolutely did not like my looks at all. I hated how skinny I was, I hated how pale I was, I hated how the color of my eyes, I hated how light my hair was. I hated everything about myself. I went to high school with mostly Latinos, blacks, and like 1% white people, because I went to a really small high school. Like, I guess to be as pale as I am and everything, as white as I am, was not seen as cool. Because all the popular girls had like curly hair and, you know, tan skin, dark eyes, and like I remember always like trying to act more Latina than the next Latina that was darker than me, because I had to prove myself or whatever. So it wasn't cool to be white, so I was just like, damn. And it was always pointed out to me, even by my closest friends. I remember my best friend, like, she came up to me once and she just like looked me straight in the face. Like, I was at my locker and she like came up to me and was like, "You are so white." And I laugh about it now because it's so stupid, but that like really broke my heart, and it just made me feel so insecure. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I wanted my hair to be dark, so I put tons of gel in it, and I wanted brown contacts. But my mom wouldn't let me get contacts because, you know, I was only like 14, 15 years old and very irresponsible. And I experimented with self-tanners. Yeah, so I was kind of orange and streaky at times. Oh, I also like bought this compact in like honey beige by CoverGirl, and I would just like pack it on my face. And I don't know what my logic in that was, because the rest of my body was pale as hell. Then there were like darker moments where I remember crying to my mother a lot. Like at school, just, ugh. I remember going into the bathroom, and at one point, like, I wouldn't even look in the mirror. Like, I would always keep my head down, you know, go to the bathroom, go to the sink and wash my hands, and I wouldn't even look at myself, because there were times before that where I looked at myself and I was just like kind of taken back at how light I was, and I hated it. And I just was like, oh, I kind of was like disgusted by myself a little bit. And I remember one time like getting so mad at my father. I was in his car and I just started kind of lashing out at him a little bit, not in a really horrific way, but I started, it was like, why do you and your family have to be so white? Like, look at me, I'm so white and it's all your fault. And I like blamed it on him, and I'm sure that didn't make him feel really great. I just wanted somebody to blame for me being so different, because I didn't want it to be my fault, because I felt like it was my fault. It wasn't just my looks, it was the fact that people made me feel so different. Like, they made me feel like I didn't belong. Like, I had to prove myself all the time, and it just got tiring. I remember having so many conversations with God, and like and just like asking him, like, why do I have to be so different? You know, why do I have to look this way? Like, why did you make me this way? Why can't it be look like her? Why can't I just at least have darker skin or something, you know? And I envied all the people that did that had everything that I wanted and were everything that I wanted to be. And I guess I didn't ever really see the beauty of being different, you know? I never saw it. I never saw it in that light, because I was never shown that it was okay to be different. If I could like stand in front of my 15-year-old self, ugh, I would like just like hug her. Tell her that it's okay. It doesn't matter what other people say about you. Ugh, I hope this makeup is waterproof. So it wasn't until college where I actually started to really like how different I was. Everything in high school, all the crap in high school that I was worried about, all the popular girls that didn't like me or whatever, all the people that said mean things to me or made my life hell some days, or the rumors that were spread around me, like, it doesn't even matter. Honestly, that's all shit compared to actual life. Anyway, like I said, like in college is when I started to really just accept myself and love myself. And then I started to have like more body image insecurities, and I was always comparing myself to other women. I didn't learn to love myself until honestly early last year. Yeah, early last year. Doesn't matter how much I contour, I'm not gonna look like Kim Kardashian. Doesn't matter how many squats I do, I'm never gonna have Kim Kardashian's butt. But why would I? Because that's Kim Kardashian, that's not me. And it's always a work in progress. It really is. It still is for me now. Whenever I look at myself and I see something that I don't like, and I'm just like, that bulge right there, oh, not cute. Okay, you know what? I really love my hair today. Or, you know what? My makeup is looking good. Or, you know what? I really like the way my waist curves in, and, you know, things like that. Think about it this way. When you love somebody, whether you're in love or say it's just a friend or a sister, brother, relative, anybody, and you love that person, you genuinely love that person, you would do anything for them. And then anytime that they would kind of get down on themselves and be like, man, you know what, I really sucked in that soccer game, or God, I know I failed that test, I know I did, you always try to uplift them, don't you? And you point out all the positive things about that person. And it's like, why can't we do that for ourselves? Why can't you look at yourself and see all of the good in you? You know, out of all the people to love on this planet in your life, why can't you love yourself? Like, truly and genuinely love yourself. Why can't you treat yourself really good, you know? Knowing how beautiful you are, just how beautiful you are. It doesn't matter if you aren't up to the standards of society's beauty. You're just like total fucking bullshit. Why aren't you enough? Why aren't you enough for yourself? Why aren't you worthy of your own love? How can you ever be able to accept somebody else's love or give them the best of you? You have to fix yourself and heal yourself and love yourself in order for you to have any good relationships with anybody. I know it's hard to like look at yourself in the mirror, have a little mirror here, and be like, hey, how are you? You know, you're looking really good today. I love your hair. Girl, you know, you got that little pimple there, but who cares? You can't even notice that. Nobody's perfect, right? I love you because you have been there through all the good and all the bad. I love you for all your flaws because they make you who you are. And they give you a chance to grow and be a better person. for yourself and for others. Cry fest over here. If you can't look at yourself and, you know, love yourself, if you feel like you're lying to yourself, I want you to look past your looks. Look past what you see in the mirror and think about all the good things. Maybe not all of them. Maybe if you want to pull up just one memory, but one good memory where like your true goodness and your true spirit kind of shine through, whether somebody saw it or not. Whatever it is that you feel was really like coming from the genuine part of your heart, you know, of your soul. And just think of that and think, wow, you know, I am a really good person. I love myself for that. When you start to love yourself on the inside, you really start to love yourself on the outside. And I gotta tell you that it brings a really great sense of peace in my life and joy, not just happiness, because happiness is temporary, but actual joy in me. And I feel like my heart is open to so many things that weren't open before, because back when I was really insecure about myself, I closed myself off to a lot of great relationships. You know, I closed myself off to really good guys, like genuinely good guys, and it had nothing to do with them. It had to do with my insecurities and how I felt about myself, and I didn't feel pretty. I didn't feel confident, and so I was like, kind of like, didn't feel like I deserved somebody really good. I didn't feel like I deserved really good love, you know? I just want to challenge you to a 30-day thing. Just do it for like 30 days. Affirmations in the morning, right? When you get up. I start off with being grateful, thanking God for another day with my family and friends, thanking God for a healthy body, for my arms, although I think they're too hairy, for my hands that I think are too big, for my feet that I think are way too big as well. I'm grateful for it. Once you start to become grateful, you really appreciate and are just happy and joyful and at peace with everything in your life, and you start to look at situations differently in a more positive way, and it changes your whole outlook on everything in your life and everything that comes your way, which is really nice. And look at yourself in the mirror and affirm yourself. You know, I love my life today. I love myself today, and I'm a beautiful person. You know, I'm a beautiful person. Not I have a beautiful face or anything like that. I'm inside. I'm a beautiful person, and I'm going to do good things today. You know, I want to be kind. I want to be kind-hearted. You know, I don't want to be a bad bitch, because a bad bitch is not cute. It's not. No matter what they teach you on TV, don't learn from TV. I hope that maybe in some way this video uplifted you. Maybe you see things differently, and if you feel inspired to share your story, whether it be through comment or through a video response, please feel free to do so. And I hope that everybody here will read the comments and support one another, even if you don't know each other. I encourage everybody to look at the comments and feel free to reply to that person, and maybe, you know, connect with somebody in a way, you know, because although we are all strangers, we're really not that different. So I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day, really, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye.